All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rechakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the others, great millstone salutations to all Akim out there pushing his truth and all truth and sincerity diligently throughout the four corners. I'm the brothers from Armagh from Great Millstone, Miami, coming to Yakim with another meditate on it. All right, and Lord's will, this lesson be quick, edifying, and straight to the point. Okay, and it serves as a rebuke, reproof, exhortation, correction, all right, and a comfort. Okay. The title of this lesson is going to be "Let us not deny or be ashamed of our living power." All right, because there are some individuals out there who they paint themselves to be Hebrew Israelites and prophets. They say they go out there, but yet they're ashamed of the Lord. Some of them don't even go out. Okay, yet they say they believe in the Lord. Okay, some of them just deny the Lord, man. All right, let's say somebody comes and asks them, or they're in a particular situation. All right, or an individual sees them, now they shy away from doing what the Lord is expected of them to do. Okay, we have to remember and understand that we are a living sacrifice. All right, and our job going out there on the highways and hedges, okay, which is our duty. That's the whole duty of an Israelite man to begin with. All right, that's part of our culture. But there is a reward, okay, that's going to come with it. And if you are denying Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and if you are ashamed of this gospel, all right, of this belief in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, well, you won't receive that reward. Okay, so we have to keep in mind and be mindful, man. All right, it doesn't matter, okay, if your parents talk shit to you about what you believe in. Don't be ashamed. All right, I could tell you from personal testimonies. Okay, my parents kicked me out because of my belief. I wasn't ashamed. I stood boldly. They called the police on me because of what I believed. I didn't, stood boldly to the point that the Lord sent a police officer and confirmed, all right, everything that I was telling, saying, okay, to be true. All right, when my mother and my father was, trying to shame me, the Lord raised up one of my mother's family member, all right, to defend me and tell me that what I believe in is the truth. Okay, so you never want to be ashamed, man. Okay, it doesn't matter who sees you out there. All right, so be it. That's fine. It could be a boss. All right, it could be let's say if you're dealing with a woman that and she sees you, don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed, man. All right, nor deny the Lord. That's why would you want to deny or be ashamed of your power, man? This is your power. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. This is our power, man. We should confess the name of the Lord boldly. Okay, we should hold on to it with bold, all right, confidence, man. Okay. So with that being said, bring out some of these precepts and I'll close out. All right, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 32. It says, "For whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven." So look at that, man. All right, you confess Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, you confess Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is going to confess you before Yahweh. All right, and guess what? With Yahweh Shai speaking on your behalf, all right, is going to look good for you. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, Yahweh Shai made that sacrifice. He is our atonement. All right, and for the Lord to have you back and go to the Father's throne and speak in good terms about you, all right, that's a good thing. Don't you want that? All right, I know I do. Okay, so we have to confess the name of Yahweh Shai, man. That is his true name. He delivers, he saves. His name is Yahweh Shai. All right, verse 33. It says, "But whosoever shall deny me before men, him also will I deny. So like I will read that. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven. Okay? So if you confess the name of Yahushua, Yahushua is going to confess you to the Father. But if you deny Yahushua before men, the Lord is going to deny you before the Father, man. Yahushua is going to tell the Father, man, bleep this guy. Okay? Forget this individual. All right? He does it. And it's not just about the name, it's also there's a doctrine attached to the name. So you have to confess Yahushua in truth and sincerity. If you deny Yahushua's doctrine, that's likened to you denying the Lord. So therefore, the Lord is going to deny you before the Father. All right, and we don't want to do that. That's why the scriptures tell us, all right, that we have to rightly divide the word of truth, man. When you do that, you're confessing the name of Yahushua in truth and sincerity. That's a great look, man. Okay, that's a great look. Okay, so moving on, I'm gonna go to the book of Luke, chapter 9, verse 36. I'm gonna say like 26. All right, which it says, for whosoever shall be ashamed of me and of my words, you see. So it's not just, the Lord. There's a way of life, even the way of life, man. If you deny the way of life, the way of living as an Israelite, if let's say you go out, all right, there's a standard in this truth, man. There's a standard with believing Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, you go out, you ain't supposed to be rubbing up on on other man's wives, man. You're not supposed to be committing adultery. You're not supposed to be eating shrimp, pork, lobster, crab. All right, a little bit of bear. None of that. Okay. So let's say if you say you're an Israelite, but yet you going out and you doing whatever you want to do, eating whatever. All right, you're denying the Lord, man. That's you being ashamed, man. All right, we're not supposed to do that. All right, we're supposed to carry ourselves in the way the Lord want us, and that's us confessing the Lord as well, man. Okay, and we're also supposed to adhere to the words, man. All right, it says, whosoever shall be ashamed of me and my words, of him shall the Son of Man be ashamed, when he shall come in his own glory, and in his father's, and of the holy angels. All right. So here it is. When Yahushua returns and crack the clouds, all right, and the sky is filled with chariots, and you see the Father's ship, all right, when you see brothers and sisters and children and and old men and and old women being delivered, the elect going up, being saved from the destruction, all right, being saved from the chaos, right? I know for a fact, Lord's will, I'm part of that number. I want to be one of those that goes up as well. Don't you? Don't you want to get saved from the impending doom that's about to come? All right. If your answer is yes, then don't be ashamed of Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, and his words, man. Hold on to it. All right. Live by it. Breathe by it. Like I used to say when I first came into the truth. All right. You got to live, breathe, eat, sleep, shit. This truth, man. Literally, it has to be your whole fiber. All right. Got to be in your thoughts, how you carry yourself, how you speak, what you eat. It got to be this truth, man. How you deal with people. It has to be this truth. All of that shows if you confess the Lord or if you're denying the Lord. What you teach. All right? That shows if you confessing the Lord or if you're denying the Lord. That shows if you're ashamed of the Lord or if you're honored to be honored to know the Lord, man. That's what it shows, man. All right. You put two people side by side. Both of them claim they believe both of them say they know Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. One of them is carrying himself, putting on that as the elect. All right. Fearing Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, loving his neighbors, showing charity, doing the things that are required in the scriptures. And then you got the other one who's just being a nigga. All right. He's just being a complete demon, a nigga. Who really confesses the Lord? Who's really ashamed of the Lord, man? It's the one that's being a demon, man. The other one, he's happy, he's honored, he's excited to know the Lord. All right, he's grateful, he's thankful. All right, that's him confessing Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. We have to be in that mindset. All right, this is the book of Second Timothy, chapter 1. All right, and we got to also mirror our teachers. We see starting with the apostle to Tahara on down, right? We see how they carry themselves. All right, 30 plus years they just been out there, no grades, young, strong men, right? Just pushing the word. Okay, they jump on YouTube through the spirit, push the word. They out there faithfully, diligently confessing the name of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, all right. We gotta look to our teachers, man. See how they move. When we read about the apostles, the disciples turned apostles, Peter, all right, John, okay. When we read about Paul, all right, even when you go to Acts the 7th chapter, we see how even Stephen was, man. He was what, man? He was bold in the Lord, man. All right, he was confessing the name of Yahweh Bashim Shai all the way up to this point of death, man. And that didn't stop him, man. Because all of these men understand and know that there is a great reward coming, man. All right, the book of Hebrews tell you that, man. The Most High is not unrighteous to forget your love and labor, your work and labor and love. Roughly paraphrase, man. Okay, there's a great reward coming from that, man. Shoot, we read it in Matthew. Yahweh Shai is going to confess, all right, our names in front of the power, man, in front of Yahweh. So as long as we continue to stand boldly for the name in this, for His name in this doctrine, man. Okay, this is 2 Timothy 1:11. It says, "Whereunto I am appointed a preacher and an apostle and a teacher of the Gentiles, for the which cause I also suffered these things. Nevertheless, nevertheless, I am not ashamed, for I know whom I believe. For I know whom I have believed, and am persuaded that he is able to keep that which I have committed unto him against that day," man. And we have to have that same mindset, man. All right, that's, bro. Somebody who's ashamed is somebody who doesn't believe. If you believe, you got to stand on it, man. All right, you got to stand on it, man. Okay, come on, man. Okay, verse 13. It says what? Hold fast the form of sound words which thou hast heard of me in faith and love which is in Hamashiach Yahushua, man. All right, but the point was in verse 12, man. Okay, we see that what? I believe it's Paul. Yep, we see the apostle Paul. What? He was not ashamed, man, because he believed and he was persuaded. What does the scripture say? Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind, man. Let's get that real quick. It's in Romans. I'm tripping. Romans 4:21. Oh, Salaki. Wrong one. Oh. Yeah, I know it's in Romans. Huh. It's the wrong chapter. This is book of Romans 14:5. It says, "One man esteemeth one day above another, another esteemeth every day alike." Spirit, I was thinking about this precept the other day. let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. So every man has to fully be persuaded in his own mind. You have to be convinced. Okay? You have to be convinced. When you're convinced, you stand for what you believe in, man. Okay? They call him like Bashim al Shai, man. Because, hey, I'm convinced this is the truth. I'm convinced Yahweh Bashim al Shai is the true power, man. And I pray and hope that he continues to keep his spirit upon me and, to you sincere brothers and sisters, man. All right? Done faced death, man. And the Lord, kept me. All right? Done been down and done seen the Lord come through. Then pray to the name of the Lord. Hey, and the brothers down here in Miami camp, all right, we can all testify of it, man. We done prayed to the Lord facing the east to stop the rain, and the rain was held back, man. We would be fools to not continue to boldly confess the name of the Lord, man. We would be fools to be ashamed of Yahweh Bashim al Shai, knowing what great power and might Yahweh Bashim al Shai holds, man. Okay? So let us not be ashamed, brothers. All right? That is our living power. He is alive, man. All right? This is the book of Romans 1 and 15. Matter of fact, I'll just get straight to the point. Now I'll start at 15. It says, "So as much as in me is, I am ready to preach the gospel to you that are at Rome also. For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Hamashiach, for it is the power of God unto salvation to everyone that believeth." Mm, 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 mm. Man, come on, man. You want to get delivered, you want to get saved, you better not be ashamed of Yahweh Bashim al Shai or his gospel, man. Point blank, period. All right, to the Jew first, and also to the Greeks. Talk about the Israelite foreigners, man. All right, we gotta be bold and confess the name, like how Peter did, man. All right, when he was snatched up, him and John, all right, were snagged up, right, for doing what? For healing the lame man and preaching the name of Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, and they snatched him up. All right, put him in prison. All right, threatened him, man. Okay, and this was his response, man. In fact, let's start at verse let's start at verse 6. Acts 4 and 6. It says, "And Ananias the high priest and Caiaphas and John and Alexander and as many as were of the kindred of the high priest were gathered together at Jerusalem. And when they had and when they had set them in the midst, they asked, By what power or by what name have ye done this? Then Peter, filled with the Holy Spirit, said unto them, Ye rulers of the people and elders of Israel, if we this day be examined of the good deed done to the impotent man, by what means he is made whole, be it known unto you and to all the people of Israel, that by the name of Yahweh Shai Hamashiach of Nazareth, whom ye crucified, whom the Most High Yahweh raised from the dead, even by him doth this man stand here before you whole. All right, this is the stone which was set at naught of you builders, which has become the head of the corner. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. Now, when they saw the boldness of Peter and John, they perceived that they were unlearned and ignorant men. They marveled, and they took knowledge of them that they had been with Yahweh Shai. And beholding the man which was healed standing with them, they could say nothing against it. But when they had commanded them to go aside out of the council, they conferred among themselves, saying, What shall we do to these men, for that indeed a notable miracle has been done by them in the midst, Silaki, by them. I read that, saying, "What shall we do for these men? For that indeed a notable miracle hath been done by them, is manifest to all them that dwell in Jerusalem, and we cannot deny it. But that it spread no further among the people, let us straightly threaten them that they speak henceforth to no man in this name." And they called them and commanded them not to speak at all, nor teach in the name of Yahushua. But Peter and John answered and said unto them, "Whether it be right in the sight of the Most High to hearken unto you more than unto the Most High, judge ye." Peep this, for we cannot but speak the things which we have seen and heard. All right. So basically, Peter and John answer was like, basically in a roundabout way, shit, screw you, man. We're gonna keep doing that because we believe. All right. That was basically their answer, man. All right, and that's how we have to be, man. It don't matter what. Okay, people tell you, "Oh, you need to preach this, that, what you believe in this, man, whatever." You believe what you want to believe. We gonna believe what we believe in, and when that day comes, when Yahweh Shah returns, we're going to see who's right and who's wrong. But as for me and my house, we shall serve the Lord. We're going to continue to confess the name of Yahweh Shem Shai. We're going to continue to preach the doctrine as it was taught to us by our apostles, man. Okay? And be bold in it, man. Okay? Because that's what we are commanded to do, especially if we want to be saved, man. Okay? 1 Peter 4:16, it says, "If any man suffer as a Christian, let him not be ashamed, but let him glorify the Most High on this behalf." Plain. All right. And the reason why is because what? 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 42. "I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Sion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest. And upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? And he answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing, and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High. Now are they crowned and receive palms. Then said I unto the angel, What young man is it that crowneth them, and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of the Most High, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. All right. So what we just witnessed here, reading this, we witnessed the elect. All right. The crowning ceremony. All right. Why? Who's getting crowned? The 144. All right. Lord's will I be part of that number. All right. Being crowned because what? They confessed the name of the Lord Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai in the world, man. Okay. And stood boldly and stiffly in the belief of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. So for that, the Lord granted them salvation and granted them to be kings, man. To be joint heirs with him, man. They receive crowns, man. So if you say you want a crown, say you want to get delivered, all right, you better not be ashamed of Yahweh Shem Shai. You better not deny the Lord, man. All right. So let us meditate on that. Shalom.